Hey everybody, welcome back to A Sweet Journey. I am Sonia, also known as Sweets. Hey December. It is late. It is almost 10 o'clock, and 9 o'clock is my bedtime. And I've had a really, really, really long day. And I just wanted to talk a little bit about a few things that I just have been thinking a lot about. So yesterday I took a ride to my aunt's house, and on this ride, I just started thinking it's an area that my mom grew up in, and her siblings, and so I was thinking about that. I was thinking about my mom. I was thinking about my sisters, and my aunts and such, and I was just reminded of how much there's a there's a few things that live inside of like kind of the family line, specifically with women in my family. And I believe it has a great deal to do with how we process things. And so the things that I'm referring to is strokes, dementia, breakdowns, like a mental kind of breakdown, Alzheimer's. So all of those just kind of it runs throughout my family, and I think that there's something to be said about how we hold things. I went to see my aunt at she's in a convalescent home, and she has Alzheimer's. So did my grandmother, her mom, and the thing I thought was interesting. I was sitting with her, and she kept saying, like, I have to get this done. Like, I have to get all of this stuff done. I have so much to do, and I don't really have anybody that can help me. And that it wasn't actually true what was happening, but it was how she was processing. And she just kept saying about how much work she had to get done, and nobody could help her. And so she was moving like her food around on her tray and really just working. I mean, like working hard. And I think that's the one thing that I think that I observe about a lot of the women in my family is that we take on a lot and take on a lot of other people's things and try to hold it. And I think I just don't think that we can, and so we're trying to hold things that are not for us to hold, and it literally seems to me like it breaks us in some way. And just sitting there listening to her, and I said, well, you don't have to do it. And she was like, well, who else is gonna do it? And so it breaks my heart thinking about it, but I also think about like my life, and I of course am very mindful of the way that I'm holding things. And I remember a time in my life where I felt like everything, like I was trying to hold all the things, and I felt like it almost like was crashing in on me. And my experience was I felt like I was mentally not able to hold it all. And I was struggling a great deal with, like I remember I was sitting in a parking lot, and I was rocking, and I would go like, okay, 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 okay. And then I would cry like really, really hard cry. And then I would go, okay, okay, okay. And it was like my processor was just going and going and going, but I couldn't grab a hold to something. And I remember my concern about that. And so recently I kept experiencing overwhelm, like just over and over and over again, overwhelm. And so I now have a therapist that I talk to and really try to not just process it, but really just like give it over. Like I can't hold all the things. And yeah, and I felt like that was just a really valuable lesson, and one that I really want to. I wanted to speak. I wanted to say something about it, because I think that my family is not, not the only one who does this. I think women typically do this. And I think especially, like, I just speak from I know a lot of African American females who hold things like this, or lots and lots of things, or all the things, and everybody leans on. And that is not sustainable. And so this is just a message of encouragement that you find a way to give it over. Don't try to carry it all. God says his yoke is easy and his burden is light. And so that we just really trust that and stop trying to carry it all, because we can anyway. That's it. It's my little word of encouragement for today. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will see you next time. Bye.